You can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in the home of the Auburn Tigers. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Auburn's offense takes the field. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
You could not script a better start if you're on defense, and great job being heads up and being aware that this offense may come out trying to be aggressive and throw on the first play. Everybody executing their assignments, and they get a takeaway right off the bat.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Green. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On third down, going up top. They're trying to get to him. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making this season.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Lambert-Smith. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. The aerial assault continues. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. A third and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. The official says no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll go to the grind. Looking to throw on second down. A strike downfield. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Scanning the field, it's Thorne. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The play action fake. Coming after it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Motion from the offense. They want to throw it. Got his man. Fights off a defender. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd down. Keeps it and it's loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Jackson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers.
Running back searching for a hole.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. To the air, it's Thorne. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Got it in the middle. It's Lambert-Smith. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Here's the handoff. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Gets it out fast. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. They keep attacking through the air. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. He'll do it himself. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Nice move there. Smashes through. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the running back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's Sategna. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Back to pass, it's Green. finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The snap sets up the throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Sategna. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Shakes off a tackle.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
17, Auburn, 7.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wants to throw. It's Thorne. Tosses it incomplete. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if you're QB.
Setting up the screen. Oh, he not only blows it up, he picks it off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Auburn. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 13 to Cal. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Back to throw, it's Green. Makes his connection. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Bulldozes his way through. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And that big gainer on the last one has him threatening from inside the 10. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Floating away. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe he's sneaking a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute the red zone.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Splits the uprights. It's good.
That makes the score for Arkansas 20, Auburn 14.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far, and you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. Looking for space. It's Hill. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, what a move! He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They go to the ground. Makes him talk to the hand.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Dropping back, it's Green. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The run from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. They still can't get him down. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Tackle is made after the 1st down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. From the gun, the running back has it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. He marched 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. It'll be a draw. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through the tackle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll try the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get there. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to the back. Bulls his way forward.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. They're trailing by 10 to Duke. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The option look. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Green. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it on the counter. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Offense in a split backfield. Back to throw, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
To the air, it's Thorne. They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Back to the air one more time. That's caught. It's Lambert-Smith. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Auburn doing business in the red zone. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hunter. Giving him his pads. Touchdown, Auburn! Reeled it in and just made the house call. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arkansas, 26.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Armstrong. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll throw it on 1st down. Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He's going to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Looking for a man. It's Green. Right on target this time. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Nice job making that field goal. You're down a possession here late in the game. You've got 2 timeouts in your back pocket. Do you trust your defense to be able to go out, get a stop, and get you the football back for one final shot? We're going to see.
Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
That keeps the score. Auburn, 35. Arkansas, 29.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Feeling some heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air, it's Green. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.